This is Saif al-Adel. You know who that is, Cargill?
That sounds like the new guy who's been appointed to the top of Al-Qaeda.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being that guy? The turban to fill?
It's like the Axe body spray that attracts Navy SEALs.
Although, what if this is a masterstroke by Al-Qaeda, and they really have another head, and they just called in the intern at Al-Qaeda headquarters? He's just a hapless patsy that has been put in this role. Hey guys, anyway, I'm the new head of Al-Qaeda. The Zionist regime needs to be destroyed so we can establish a caliphate, okay?
Oh, beautiful people. Welcome to Tuesday night, the only night that matters, the only one that ever existed. The night that is, was, and ever shall be. The moment we come together to praise the internet. Hello, I'm Brian Brushman in Austin, Texas. You're watching Night Attack. And we are joined in his high school bedroom. Justin Robert Young, is that what we're at right now?
Hell yeah. Coming to you live and direct from DAVIE, Florida, in my bedroom that I lived in for the majority of my young life.
Dude, that's is it weird because I don't have that anymore? My parents kept moving, so I don't there is no, like, when they say, you can't go home again, it's apparently a literal thing for me because I have too many homes and I don't know where any of them are.
Too many homes, too many homes.
Wow, man, was that ever a deeply loved viral hit and then immediately just flushed into the backwaters of our memories?
Well, the problem is that it's actually like a good 10-minute thing. So it's not like what people are going to send to each other in like work chains and be like, hey, look at this seal that ran for president.
Yeah.
Like it's like a big 10-minute thing. It's not like a 5-minute or 2-minute little thing.
Man, what if there, like, some hip young senatorial candidate decided to spend like ridiculous amounts of PAC money to model his campaign ad on the Too Many Cooks thing, where it's just him solving crimes, it's him writing legislation, it's him kissing babies, and it just goes for 10 minutes long. Like they actually buy out chunks of Oprah's primetime show just to keep it running nonstop.
That would be amazing. Well, like what directions would it take?
Hold on. Wait, what's up, on?
Oh, no, I just really feel like he would win. I mean, you'd be tapping into people who are too lazy to vote most of the time and like are just like going,
too many votes, too many votes, too many votes. It takes some people to make some votes. Then they make money and ride their boats.
Well, you know how you have that evil guy in the background? Like,
oh yeah, the
like
serial killer.
Yeah, you could have somebody that's like out there stealing votes. Like he has in the background.
Instead of the machete, he's over there like grabbing votes out of the ballot boxes.
Right.
Or it's like I'm about to gerrymander. I'm the too many votes guy. Hey man, this is a big week. You're off this entire week, right?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like not exactly a vacation because I come back home and I got to see 90,000 different people and I'm bouncing around. I don't have that much time, and Thanksgiving kind of blocks out a day.
Hold on there, Tiger. It sounded like you said it's not really a vacation because I came home and now I have to see all these people. When you say these people, I assume you mean your friends and family, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't fucking act like it doesn't take time. All right, listen. You of all people, you traveled around, right? Like you have traveled for your work. You've been in cities that you wouldn't normally be in. Like, it takes time. It takes some time to make a stew. It also takes some time to go see a bunch of motherfuckers if you're going to only be somewhere for a very limited amount of time. You're on a schedule. To me, a vacation is the absence of a schedule.
That's, oh, man. Ooh. Hold on. Which by the way,
is... shit. Boom. How about that? I just blew that argument up. Combo breaker.
Well, and you're right, because like that was the best time. Like, I've done a bunch of theme park things, but it was never as good as when we were living in Orlando, going to Halloween Horror Nights and going to Disney and doing all this stuff. Like, a vacation is the ability to show up at a theme park, do whatever ride has the shortest line, turn around and be like, it's good enough. Let's go home. Let's play bridge.
Yes.
Especially if you're eating
yeah,
bridge,
no.
man. You ever get into that bridge phase, man?
I'll tell you, I was thinking about
Tight
this.
shit.
Like all of our parents played bridge, and I just assume that's because they didn't have Candy Crush when we were younger. Is that why?
Well, what else are you gonna do, man? Fuck, people were playing bridge before there was cable television. The fuck? I mean, like, there's a reason why, like, in medieval times, they were cutting off people's heads. What else do you have to fucking do? like, if you are bored enough, you're gonna get to the point where, like, I don't know, let's burn the witch. Like, fucking, she deserves it.
So you're saying that like the invention of cards in a random game of chance environment is what saved lives.
Of course, yeah. I mean, like, who's tar and feathering? Fucking bring me up some stats on tarring and feathering incidents in comparison to the rise of competitive card play.
Okay, all right.
I
Do you
guarantee you
read-
it stopped it dead in its tracks.
You stopped reading the comment section?
Yeah, right. So, okay, so I guess that's the thing, right? It's like we just classify what the most disgusting behavior is. What I love is 100 years from now, you know, Penny's grandchildren are going to be all like, "Oh, explain one person who's trolling on the internet now. Explain one person who's unfairly accusing another person of taking a position, blah blah blah." Which, by the way, that was definitely.
Wait, you think trolling's going away?
Oh.
I think it'll just become classier and classier
It's just
as the
gonna be-
stakes get higher
Dead
and higher.
now,
I think
forever. That's what I say about trolling. It'll always be there.
Dude, no. Okay, trolling used to be tarring and feathering. Now it's what we consider trolling. 100 years from now, no way somebody's going to risk their permanent record having that kind of discourteous talk on there, that kind of hate.
I don't know, man. A lot of people do a lot of stuff that they don't give a rat's ass lands on their permanent record in, like, life. Like, when you're a kid, that's where, I mean, you got to figure that's where a lot of it comes from. If you're like 13 and you're maladjusted and you can reach out to all these people that you wouldn't otherwise be around your meat space, and you can say, "Hey, nice gay haircut, gay face. Why don't you go gay on?" Like, you know, you're going to do it.
I absolutely have heard that in the bullying sessions.
They talked
in the
about
school.
nice gay face,
Yeah,
gay,
and like,
gay
oh
lad.
yes, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
exactly those
It's,
words.
yeah,
You-
some
and
awkward-
and all the parents are up there shaking their head, going like, if they could only just be original, you know?
Well,
I mean,
they're,
I think
they're,
it's
they're like,
new
that's poor
material."
writing. Could you get, yes,
It
could you
is.
maybe throw in a Dungeons and Dragons reference, maybe
Right.
acknowledge freaking Dragon Slayer from the 1980s, or I don't know.
Yes.
So
Hey-
here's the deal, Brian. We got a hell of a show here tonight. We're going to go over a few projects. We're going to talk about The Journey, our new fake book, and Too Old to Talk, which we're going to pick a cover to.
Dude, we got projects, we got work to do, but
And,
it's tough.
We're gonna listen. We're going after one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
Oh, dude, yes. No. We're gonna take down number one. We've figured it out. But look, Justin, I don't want tonight to be a giant slog fest of getting through all of our objectives in order to take over the internet.
Sure.
I just want to have a bit of frivolity. I want to take it easy. I want to step away from things, and I want to focus on the true meaning of Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving weekend, man. You're at home. You're off work. I mean, granted, you have this cruel task that you have to meet people that you love, but you know, a lot of people
Hitler's
forget what the
birthday.
spirit of Thanksgiving was, and I think originally we had talked
Yeah.
about this as being
We've talked about this a lot back and forth. I mean, like, it's one thing we got on the phone. We talk about the origins of American holidays.
Yes. Well, and I wonder, and I'm speaking in code here, whether or not was Bonnie in our conversations? Should she participate in our retelling of the discussion that we definitely had?
Oh, I'm passing it back to you.
Oh,
All right.
dear.
Well, let's do. Look, we decided that a lot of you guys don't really understand what Thanksgiving's about, and Justin and me and Bonnie, if she wants to remember that she did it, all studied the true meaning of Thanksgiving. There's a lot of misconceptions.
We both got minors in Thanksgiving history.
Yeah, okay. So, as we all know, Thanksgiving started as a celebration.
Sure. I mean, in fact, the first Thanksgiving didn't even have corn. It was only balloons.
Right, because now when we say balloons,
Yeah.
what we mean is pig bladders,
Sure.
which Yes, in the 1800s, they would inflate pig bladders and play with them like balloons, but also they were a delicacy because they were actual meat that a person could eat.
In fact, originally Thanksgiving was called Pig Bladders Eve, wherein they were blown up and festooned around the town. It was only upon deflating the pig bladders in the face of your eldest relative that Pig Bladders Eve was considered over, and Thanksgiving, as it was pronounced by people who can't speak, began.
All right, number one, you cheated because that was 2 sentences, but that's okay. All of that is why we moved on to Thanksgiving, which of course was a celebration of the fact that Christopher Columbus's brother showed up at 1493 just in time to see old Chrissy giving him the middle finger while having sex with the natives of the population.
Really, the tragedy of Ed Columbus is something that continues to litter itself throughout American history after he also founded Edsburg.
Edsburg, of course, home to the pennant-winning Edburg's Freds, is renowned not only for its blue-colored beer, but also for the fact that they were the first city to punch Hitler in the mouth.
Located between Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Phoenix, Edsburg is someplace that has always been renowned as a safe spot for Hitler punchers.
That's right. That's why they formed the HPOA, the Hitler Punchers of America Club.
All you have to do to keep your dues up is punch Hitler in the face one more time.
And what's weird is Hitler can be the name of the turkey that you bought. You could walk down to the store, buy a turkey, punch it, and say, "I just punched Hitler, bro." Which is what led to the giant YouTube viral sensation.
Oops, my fist got stuck in Hitler, swept the nation in 1994 when all kinds of kids were punching turkeys that they had called Hitler so hard that their whole fist was getting enveloped within it.
Which is why it's called Thanksgiving. Thanks, Blitzkrieg.
Who can forget the celebrity versions of the viral success? George Michael, Suzanne Summers, and President George Bush.
Yeah. Well, which is why I remember them all appearing on that television show in the late 1980s, in which they did a magic trick in which one of them was in a crate and everybody was like, hitting on it, and then they all went away, and then a van ran over the crate. Wasn't that great?
Crate Great set ratings records, defeating MASH to become the most watched program in American history.
Which is weird because MASH used to be the #1 Thanksgiving program in America up until Alan Alda put a finger in the face of a camera and said, "Smell your mother."
It was the first case of viral marketing as kids around the world went around trying to finger each other's mothers, sticking it in their face and saying, "Hey, look, I'm Alan Alda."
And man, oh man, did Alan Alda not appreciate that. He gave that PSA that said, "Hey, gentlemen, please stop thrusting fingers in other people's faces, encouraging them to smell their mother's buttholes."
Which is where the butthole permutation took place. Forever the standard bearer, Alan Alda, had found a new hole to violate from your friend's mom.
He later went on to explain in vivid detail in his award-winning series Scientific American on PBS, where we learned about how sphincter muscles work and about mitochondria.
Mitochondria, he was famous for saying. Might I stick my finger in your mother's butthole was more like it. I was in MASH.
But that wasn't the worst of Alan Alda's crimes, was it, Justin?
Of course not. Who can forget the great Aldening of Boston, Massachusetts in 1998?
In which he decided that Christmas should really be Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving should be Christmas.
Listen here, assholes, he said, both fingers plugged into two people's mothers. You have had your tyranny of Christmas for too long. Thanksgiving rules the day.
But then one brave mother stood up to Alan Alda, former star of MASH, and for that is the real reason this season exists.
Also Squanto. And that's the true meaning of Thanksgiving.
Rosa Parks was that girl.
Rosa, and then Rosa Parks said, "Hey, it's me, Rosa."
Right. Well, I'm glad we know the reason for the season.
Yeah, I mean, you can't forget it, Brian. You know, you gotta make sure you just brush everybody up on their American history.
You know, what's funny is normally the chat room just cheers us on as we get weirder and weirder. There was a bit of a divide in this one. And my favorite comment that I just saw scroll by is, I guess I'm supposed to be high for the segment. The challenge that we decided on beforehand is that we would tell the story of Thanksgiving where each of us got one sentence at a time, and we were never allowed to go against the other one.
Oh, you had to say yes.
Yes.
It's a little
I
improv
got
bit.
you.
A little improv bit. But you want to know what? I feel like we did a lot to educate everybody, Brian. Just like we're going to educate everybody about 1776, the musical, now that we hit 1776 patrons on Patreon.
Oh my gosh, did that happen? Let me go to patreon.com/Night Attack, and it looks like, no.
Oh.
1,731 patrons.
Wait a minute. I remember this weekend, people were tweeting me and saying we hit 1776. I thought I went over there and took a look myself to verify it. What in the hell happened?
All right. Well, for the record, we gave a public service announcement last week, and we were like, "Hey, man, a bunch of you guys are pledging, but you don't have you didn't your credit cards have expired or whatever. You got a new credit card, and so a bunch of stuff is declined. So I sent out an email. I was like, "Hey guys, let's update your." I'm still, my eyes are wet from laughing about our history lesson. I'm sorry.
I swear to God, man. I hope people found that as funny as I did.
I loved it.
It might just be us being pleased with each other, but I'm like, this show works by me and Brian making each other laugh and it radiating outwards. So hopefully some people enjoyed it. If others didn't, man, I'm sorry, but it was really funny to me.
All right. Well, if you're
I just know I'm cooking the turkey this year, and if I want to punch Hitler, I'm going to punch Hitler, okay? So.
Well, also make sure to switch. I mean, you heard about the part where you have to switch Christmas and Thanksgiving. Tomorrow's the gift day.
Oh, Pity's the only one prepared.
Yeah, our 10-year-old is the only one who has prepared. So I sent out a heads up to people. If you, again, PSA time, if you feel angry at us because suddenly you're not on the patron list and you feel like you should be, number one, you should be. Number two, I asked those people to update that stuff, but I didn't want the numbers to reflect incorrectly. So we're down about 70 patrons.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we had to delete a bunch of people. I'm sure there's a lot of people that were like, "Oh, I kept meaning to change my credit card on there and I forgot to do it," or they haven't listened to it for a couple weeks and they're going to catch up and realize that we've been talking about him this whole time. Cocaine Beard in the chat room, and it's quality when it's Cocaine Beard. He says Patreon doesn't verify credit cards. You can use a valid credit card number generator. You can't, because that's what gets you on this list, is
Right.
that it doesn't run the credit card.
It comes back and says declined. Like they have a little thing, and it's like I clicked declined, and then I was like click.
But
all
what
the
you
people-
can do is put a real credit card in there and put it in for a penny. You're literally never going to get charged.
That's correct. That is correct. And by the way, we are only 45 people away from 1776, the revolutioning. How rad!
So we were thinking, what if we just threw our hats over the wall? We brought out our fifes. We threw our Patriot tri-cornered hats up over the wall. And we decided that on this Christmas episode, where we normally tell a Christmas story, we instead tell the musical rendition of 1776, the musical, A Stirring Christmas Tale.
Yeah, and well, we may have to fudge a few of the facts. For example, it needs to be a Christmas theme, and maybe like it's Alex Jones's one wish. Maybe he's dying of cancer for the last 40 years. Like at age 8, he's.
I mean, maybe it's like, yeah, he's looking back and the ghost of Grim Reaperdom or whatever, the one who takes Ebenezer Scrooge through the 3 stages of his life. He's just taking Alex Jones throughout, like he makes him go to 1776, and then we reenact the fight with Piers Morgan, and then he goes to the future where Infowars.com is bleep blop beep dorp.
Hold on, no, okay, stop talking. Whatever it is, we'll blend it with our Christmas story. This would be great because then we can go back and revisit some previous retelling aspects.
But here's the deal:
the ultimate Christmas mashup.
That can only happen if we get to 1776 patrons.
Yeah, well, and
like that has to happen for Christmas to go on.
Yeah, you don't have to give us a lot of cash. Give us a nickel.
You can literally never get charged.
Give us a shekel nickel. Give us a shaving of a shekel nickel.
Can we please point out that God is heckling us from the chat room?
I think God's my new favorite character in the chat room because
because we have in general a very, very, very forgiving, supportive chat room, and we are blessed to have it. We are excited to get on the internet and talk to you guys because you are not just listeners, you are not viewers, you are friends, especially those of you who come into the chat room. But for whatever reason, God is just doing nothing but giving a shit. Whenever I just see this stray line of negative comments, it's always assigned to God.
Well, I wonder how much of that is just God like doing his God character bit where he's like, hey man, I can't just be gentle and say, bros, could you be cool? Could you turn it down a bit? It's like I deal in proclamations, man.
Yeah.
I'm God. I have
by the way,
I have a rep.
I'm fucking God. Have you picked up on that one? G-O-D. Who know where my money be?
That went well last time. Hey, do you think we can get Padre SJ back on the show sometime?
You got to go.
What is it? Wait, okay. How about this?
I don't think that we're out of the woods on that one yet.
All right. But I'm just saying, what if a total? Padre SJ has a brother.
He does.
Larry SJ is his name.
Yes. Ed Columbus.
Ed Columbus Larry SJ III is his full name. Ed Columbus Larry SJ III. Man, now that I think about it.
By the way, Columbus Larry might be my favorite. That's going to be a new detective series I'm going to write. Columbus Larry.
If I remember correctly.
You got a mystery?
If I remember correctly, I think that they looked a lot alike. Except for Columbus SJ, Larry the Mystery has a goatee that he wears.
He does, and gold chains.
Yeah,
as well.
And also
one thin gold chain.
Also, he very rarely calls out authority, unlike the actual Padre SJ, Father Robert Balasar.
Yeah, this one is very seat of his pants.
Just seems like we should, if we can't get the man, we should get his brother in arms.
We should also not get our friend fired. Like that's just apropos of nothing. We should not be in the business of getting more of our friends fired.
I'm just hey man, Hey, man, I'm just,
Listen, we are like the most well-meaning scourge there is. We're just like, hey, we're just here to have a bunch of fun and laughs. Also, people keep getting fired.
Welcome to the show, the only show dedicated to getting you fired the moment you show up on it. It's Night Attack. Man, I kind of want to test this theory now. Like, I want to see how many people will just instantly get fired the moment they join us.
Is there another one?
Bonnie just walked in, heard us say that, and without any
We do also gotta have Sarah back to do more problem solvers because it was like going home again doing that a couple.
Oh
weeks
my God, no! Sarah was amazing.
All right. Speaking of amazing, we got
20 minutes?
awesome projects coming up. Which one do you want to discuss first?
Hold on, we got a caller on the air.
Oh shit!
One of our bosses is calling. Hey Taylor, you're on the air. What's up?
Up it up it up. I'm Padre SJ. I want to let Taylor on his show. Up it up it up.
Wow, we just heard. Did you hear that? We just heard back from, I assume, Padre's brother.
Oh, Larry Columbus. Larry Columbus SJ. Yeah. I guess Padre won't let him on his show.
Oh man. That's a weird thing for him to say. Okay, so we had some projects lined up for today. Which one do you want to go on, jump into first?
You want to start with the... I guess we got more that we can hammer down for sure with the album.
Yeah, all right, let's
go with that first.
That is a job. Right now I'm going to jump over to the Night Attack show link. Once again, I'd like to remind everyone that beautiful, sexy-ass, half-naked Brian and Justin.
Yeah, bird chest special, baby.
Ugh, look at us. Bonnie's not a fan. You guys put together.
She's like, yeah, I want all that to myself. I'm a greedy mama sippy cup.
Why you sharing that?
What's this?
Why are you giving away? She just starts like berating you like a pimp.
Oh, look at these projects. We got Clench Your Butt Volume 1, Mo Dragons, More Problems, which we did a first perusal of. They made a penny safe version as well. And we have a document all about the self-help book.
So nice.
Yeah. So, but what we need to do is look at the submitted covers. And again,
so can I let you know what my favorite is? I think it's down to 3. That's one of them that you just passed.
Oh, really?
I like that one.
Oh, yeah, that one's pretty great.
It looks good. It looks very pro.
Yeah.
You know. It also covers up for some of the problems, just like
with
some
the
of limitations
focus
of the photos and everything. By the way that they use the hues and the colors.
Right.
We'll keep going down.
All right. So, and by the way, that for the record was submission 24, Sempi Tender. That's at Peter J. Gilmore is the one.
Dude, and Sempi Tender is all over this. I think he might have 2 of my 3 favorites.
This one is from Kevin Duffy,
and that's a CD cover.
Yeah.
Or a CD.
This was one that you had previously said you liked a lot.
And there's one below this that has a pink border around it that is that I really, really, really like.
This one. Okay. So this is again Kevin Duffy, Pixelion, Pixellion. I'm leaning towards this one unless you have another and mainly because it's actually not my personal favorite. But you pointed out that it's very of the time, and it looks.
It looks modern.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very current and.
Yeah.
Also, oh my God, that's hilarious.
This one cracks me up.
You know,
that one's also my favorite.
You know what I think you got to do is look at him from like that, the way it shows up on the screen when you're searching like iTunes or whatever, because like some of them just look better than others at that 1 inch by 1 inch.
Yeah, and I think the pink kind of stands out a little bit more.
Man, okay, yes. And by the way, I really love the effort by No Spoon. That's at _unspoon on Twitter. It's got kind of this, noir 1940s, super stylized version of...
But like printed out on a dot matrix printer.
Yeah, exactly. All right, looking at it
These
again,
are all really good. I really enjoy
this is a pretty good one. Yeah, the only okay, to me it's between 28 and 28 and see, okay, this one, to be honest, full on. I'm looking at submission 24, the Peter J. Gilmore one, where it's like half clear and half half toned
Gradient.
Yeah, and it's got the hint of the Diamond Club, and it's got Penny as you flashing the Diamond Club. This would be my pick, full on. But I also acknowledge that I'm not the target demographic of the show.
Oh, that's another one that I really like.
Sempe Tender, another Peter J. Gilmore jam. I don't know. I can go with this one right this second.
Yeah, the only problem is I kind of feel like for whatever reason that looks like we are morning DJs and we are putting out an album.
Yeah. Not this
and
weird
the other one
conceptual
looks a little
art.
just more abstract, and I like that about it.
I'll tell you a little more edgy with the hot pink in there, huh?
Yeah, let's throw out.
Well, especially considering how grody the album is. Like, I'm just gonna let y'all know, like, this is maybe the most grody we have gone.
And Brian keeps saying the kids would never listen to this, and yet he wants to put their faces on it. And I'm like, of course they're gonna listen to the one with their freaking faces on it.
That complicates things considerably, doesn't it?
One thing I'm gonna scroll through all my dad's
Penny and
crap.
Josie are gonna be like 22 and 27, sitting there like, let's get wicked high and listen to Dad's album. That'll be a laugh.
Fuck you. I get to curse on this show, right?
Yeah,
now?
you do.
Certainly do.
I guess this is the one, right? We're down with it. It's stylized. Personally, I'm a fan of more texture than is on there. Like, I like all the half toning and that crackulature or whatever. But I will give it up in a heartbeat if we can form a consensus right now.
I just really like how the pink tongue comes out. It's just like it's all tied together.
It's also probably like the most representative of kind of like of Penny and Josie,
our dynamic,
our personalities, you know, and not being like that looks like them trying to portray people and not cute kids doing cute kid things, you know.
God, I love our chat room. Horizon from the chat room said, because they won't totally resent your fat and gay ass by their 20s. which is
to be fair, 20-year-old girls have been known to resent your both fat and gay ass.
I don't know. It depends on if he gets him a Prada purse or not. I don't know.
All right,
like, hey, fucking my fat gay ass where I keep all the money that I'm buying you shit.
Pay for your education, girl. So, what about
you, Dad? I'm an artist, just like you.
Except talented. Where's the what I want to give people a taste of some of the remixes because
Tropics. You got to search Tropics in your Gmail.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing it. Keep talking, Justin.
Or it would be to me. So, just to let you guys know about the album's production. It has been supervised and completed by Neshcom. That is the person who has traditionally made all of the remixes for the Night Attack show. He did all the remixes for the last album. However, he's putting the album together this time, so he doesn't have a lot of time to be putting together remixes. So we went to Carson. He's known as Tropics in the music scene, I guess. Tropix. He did a remix for White People Rich that all of us super love.
Oh, dude. Yes. Okay. In fact, I'm going to jump over.
So when Neshcom was like, hey, listen, I'm not going to have time to do it, he totally jumped right in. He has been a fan of not only this show, but Weird Things forever. I remember talking to him years ago about the shows, and it's so insane that he turned out to be such a talented DJ.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to pit any of Chat Realm against one another. We're all a collaborative process here, but I'll be damned if the Tropics remix of the White People Rich isn't the one that keeps popping into my head lately. Maybe because it's new and novel, but it's like he cut out like an entire stanza.
Oh,
shit. What? Making babies. Brian going
Straight
crazy,
official.
his hair don't care. Throwing flames from my mouth because I live down south.
Man, so good. Okay, so do we
So,
want to?
all right, so here's what's amazing about it. We get these 2 nights ago, and it's a totally different philosophy than what Neshcom used to do. Neshcoms were great because they were musical enhanced stories that we told. But like, you would
yes,
make a point,
we
tell the story.
we called them like word salads. Like just take bits and pieces, make a collage out
But
of it.
it always had coherence, right? It was like he would tell the story as we told it, but it would have musical elements. Tropics just said, no, let's just make dance songs. Let's just cut out the 5 funniest words you said and just make a dance song out of it.
Which you realize,
it's amazing.
that this allows us to go into a new space. Like there's a chance somewhere at some point, this exclusive track built out of our stupid comedy album could be danced to by random people.
Dude, I had to pay my brother $20 to.
To actually do it at one of his gigs?
What is the fastest way
All right, here we go.
to make sure you're reviled by the entire world? The first step is to only be known for one thing. You're like the guy who loves Hitler. Hitler. You're like the guy who loves Hitler.
Man, you're really cool, man. I never knew how awesome this was.
Hitler. You keep hammering on it over and over and over again. Hitler. It's a great band. We're being hated. Hitler. You're like the guy who loves Hitler. It's a great.
No, what I love is that it actually turns into we shift gears here shortly. Take a listen.
All they do is find the hot shit of the day. Yep. And they're like, Satan made this. Shit. How could we leverage that kind of thing? Boo's great. I love Ebola. Boo's great. I love Hitler. Boo's great. I love Ebola. Boo's great. I love Hitler. Here's the one way to stop Ebola, guys. You have Ebola, spit in your friend's mouth. Boo's great. I love Ebola. Boo's great. I love Hitler. Boo's great. I love Ebola. Boo's great. I love Hitler.
So, fun story about this track. The other day, I'm flying to Phoenix, and I decided to do a little Snapchat spree. So I'm just having people send me Snapchats.
Sure.
I get a Snapchat from Carson, and it's just me over and over in a loop going, Hitler, 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 Hitler. And he said, I'm looping your Hitlers, LOL. And I have no idea what this is for.
Oh, I'm telling you what, man, those little musical extra bumps just take this shit over the edge. That is amazing. I'm really excited about it. All right, so let's firmly establish.
Do you know what I found out?
What did you find out?
Is that Hitler's not really a punchline with Germans. Like they're still kind
no,
of upset
that's
about
like
all
they're
that.
still kind of sore on that one.
It would be like somebody. Oh, geez, I just painted myself into a corner. It would be like somebody from Germany coming over and saying, "Yes, black people slaves," is what he would say, right?
That was amazing because it was both racist to black people and Germans in one tone of voice. I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know either.
Well, good thing it's hypothetical and it didn't actually happen.
It didn't.
Yep. Hey, listen, man, you're not the one who's gonna put out an album screaming Hitler over and over and over again.
Look, this is me trying to take a few bullets so I can feel like we're in the same club.
There's one thing I'm playing
geez,
for
that's-
everybody at the Go game this week because we had like some big meetings, and I'm like, oh, look at this club banger that's like tearing up the pops. And so I play it a couple times, and then I just at some point I realized, yeah, this is kind of me just yelling Hitler. Like, I mean, I'm never really proud about the fact that I'm just yelling Hitler over and over again.
Oh God. Yeah. So, dude, they're really good. Hang on, let's take a little sampler. Let's do.
You ever seen like Question Time? Question Time is what happens in Britain.
where members of
He's gonna be on the new Too Old to Talk
random ass
album.
people can ask questions of the Prime Minister.
Yeah, we have to talk over it to kind of half ruin the track so that people still buy the album.
That's my question. Fucking, hey, you're a piece of shit, asshole. Fucking, that's my question. That's my question. Fucking,
Sup, bro? Sup, bro?
that's my question. That's my question.
Sup, bro? Sup, bro?
That's my question. That's my question. Hey, you're a piece of shit, asshole. Fucking, that's my question. That's my question. Fucking, hey, you're a piece of shit, asshole. Fucking, that's my question. That's my question. Fucking,
Sup, bro? Sup, bro?
that's my question. That's my question.
Sup, bro? Sup?
That's my question. That's my question. Do you lift?
My question is this: do you even lift, bro?
Bro, do you even lift? 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 Bro, do you even lift?
I totally lifted your mom onto my cock.
Bro, asshole, fucking, that's my question. That's my question. Fucking, hey, you're a piece of shit, asshole. Fucking, that's my question. That's my question. Fucking,
Sup, bro? Sup? All right, I gotta save something for the album, but I want to give it another teaser of
One more teaser, just so we can. Because Brian, this has just been me and you on these tracks. I feel like we need a woman's touch.
You're damn right. Listen. Oh, I'm so excited about this album.
Like you know that's the stereotype is that girls be weird about dudes looking at them.
Do they really?
that's a direct. 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 That's a direct.
Shut the fuck up.
Too Old to Talk. Drop it this December.
Really funny. Really funny.
You ain't never heard of beat this hard about pornography. Suburban attitudes about
I just realized this is.
But you did.
I just realized this is actual MC Allergy actually rapping.
TV.
That's a direct. 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 That's a direct.
All right, we gotta save something for the album. Holy cow, man! I'm so excited,
Dude, it's so legit. He's so awesome. That those tracks are so good. We are basically just waiting on CD Baby to let us know that the date we want to launch it, they are going to be like able to put everything together so we can actually launch it. But it will either be December 9th or the week after that. That will be when we will drop the album.
December 9th. I told you the story, right? Like, you ever hear the phrase "beer before liquor, never sicker; liquor before beer, never fear," or something like that?
I heard it as both you're in the clear or now you're queer.
No.
Okay.
No, you're queer.
It was a gay wizard that I had run across.
And then I sucked his dick.
Liquor before beer. Now you're queer.
I apparently don't need any of those rhymes because the rhyme to me goes December 9th, December 9th, December 9th, December 9th. And that's because I remember one night. Oh, Jesus, sickest I ever got. That's the one that led.
Wait, is this the building the computer and you get
we talked about this on one of the albums. By the way, Night Attack 2. Why don't you get ready for Night Attack 3 by downloading Night Attack 2? Okay. Are we gonna try to freaking, take down Billboard a third time in a row have the number one?
I don't know if we
comedy
could. It would be third time in a row. It'd be our fourth album. We've made the Billboard comedy charts on all of our albums. We have debuted at number 1 on the last 2. I don't know, Brian. Do you think that we're on the
I don't think that your fans have the power to make us number 1. That's why I love Hitler, and that's why I hold on to all the oil in the Middle East. Also,
I'm Alan Alda, and that's your mom.
Alan Alda! Oh my God, what a twist! What's going on?
Well, when I was done shooting MASH, I went into a full-time position of thinking that you talented pieces of shit could never make the Billboard chart again. Smell your mom.
Is it too late for us to change the album to Smell Your Mom?
I think the placement of your daughters on the album cover puts it in a different direction.
It could be Smell Your Mom under title Too Old for Cock. Would be.
Oh.
Sorry, it was your mom thing, but it got weird because my daughters
got really
were
weird
in
because the pictures. Not behind that.
Although it'd be great if it was Too Old for Cock and we just had our grandmas on the cover of the album.
Oh, that's next album. Let's do that.
Brian, we got we're continuing also on The Journey.
Yeah. Okay. So we're kind of at a crossroads on this thing. Originally, we were talking about
at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely. Fake book at the crossroads.
I wish I knew what song you were singing.
Well, why don't you just keep singing it?
I just
people at the crossroads begging for money, walking across the crossroads. I say no, honey. She pulls out a bag of holding, and I realize that that it's a fantasy
I wish
land.
the phrase "bag of holding" were in the actual Bone Thugs and Harmony song. See you at the crossroads. Cause you got that bag of holding. Cause you got that bag of holding. Come on. Oh, you got that bag of holding.
You can hold 1,000 units of food in there. Lots of spells and wizard shit. I don't really care. Then I cross across a crossroad, run into a fucking orc, punch him in the nuts, and say, "You're a fucking dork." He says, "I can't help what I was born as," and I would cry.
Strong ending. I think the best thing I love about your rhymes are the endings. So we have a journey on our hands. We're gonna do a new fake book, but I feel like we're narrowing in on exactly what it's gonna be, because this is a way bigger challenge than trying to do it with the erotic fiction.
Because in that case there was one target to mock that we could get everybody into, right? So it's like this is a little more nebulous of an idea. We want to mock the self-help genre and the smug, self-satisfied, we try to think of an archetype of who do we hate the most, who's going to tell us. I mean, are we shitting on Tim Ferriss? Is that what's happening? Because Tim Ferriss is a guy who gives advice and is young and healthy and attractive and hardworking and has millions of dollars. I mean, is that who we're making fun of?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think we're not making fun of him, but I think it's just a genre parody.
Kevin Rose?
Did he write a self-help book?
He should.
Was it called I am the one who got my cock sucked? I am the one who got my house cleaned? I am the one who got my kids watched?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Kevin Rose should write a book, and it should be called "Kiss from a Rose." It should just be about how awesome he is. Kevin Rose.
For some reason, now all I can think of is famous songs with the words "bag of holding" in it.
And I think
all I got is a bag of holding from the grave. Just put some shit in there.
I swear, can we like, okay, now this side jag, this is a crazy idea. It's probably a terrible idea, but what if we release the book under the name Kevin Rose and we called it Kiss from a Rose, and it was just about how awesome he was, and then we like put some quiet acknowledgement that this is a parody book or whatever. I really want. Oh my god!
I really think you should sell it, door to door in that neighborhood. Just go door to door and be like,
Have you heard the good word?
Have you heard the good word?
When's the last time you were given a rose?
No. You just walk up and down the streets, the couples, and you just go, rose for the lady.
And then you actually hold out a rose, but when she reaches for it, you like swap it for your book. You're like, that'll be $5.
This is legally binding.
No backseat. Wow.
This book, we got to just figure out exactly, like, we got to get it to a point where we can turn it over to Chat Realm and they know exactly what they're writing about, because that's the kind of the cool thing we did about Diamond Club was we said every story needs to be about Brianna Young finding somebody new, having sex with them, and then ending their relationship.
Okay,
like,
I had
an
idea though.
Yeah.
In thinking about this, as your good projects do, they kind of like roll around in your head, And I really feel like we ought to borrow some of the actual advice out there and like actually give good advice.
Well,
but
I mean,
in a really
now
with this really horrible.
We're sort
you don't think so?
Because we already have a friend of the show that's doing that. That is exactly the whole bit of Romany Malco's alter ego, Tijuana Jackson. Like he gives like what's funny is I will listen to Tijuana Jackson rant and I'll realize that's Brian Tracy, that's Tony Robbins, that's whatever, and it's like he's just couching it in this outrageous thing. We don't want to steal his bit. Like we want to genuinely mock the wish makers because we're
and you want to know what clarified it for me was that as soon as I realized that it was a self-published book, that it's somebody who fancies himself somebody who can give all this advice and is now self-publishing his book, because that's how it's going to be viewed by people.
Is this the cover?
No, it's not. Come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody sent that in.
We need, because like it's going to be looked at as like if it's a gigantic success, it'll be self-published book becomes the #1 self-help book in the world, right? Like it's going to be this guy's personal memoirs about why he's awesome when really he's a piece of dog shit.
Well, okay, so that means we have to like creativity exists with boundaries, right? Like you say all the things that you can't do, and then that's what makes it possible to come up with something truly original.
Well, along that line, I think people read because they want to fantasize about the things they can't.
Caller,
turn down your motherfucking radio.
Jesus. Hey, buddy, what's up?
It's down.
Yes, you're still not talking. Get to your fucking point.
Okay, yes. I don't want to hijack the show, but listen, I was driving today. I've got the idea. Listen, just bear with me for a second. I'll try to make it quick. Structure of the book. You're talking about this guy who he's a complete D-bag. He didn't go to college. So this is it. Earth University graduate. Just bear with me for a second. He talks to, you said 12 people. You have these 12 vignettes, right? So each, take 3 of those. They're a semester of quote-unquote college. Each story could be a credit. At the end of it, you graduate from his University of Earth or Earth University.
All right, this is actually a good idea.
What if you
wait? What?
What about
most ideas
so no? All right, here, sir. Great idea. I'm going to steal it and not credit you.
All right. So long, jerk.
No, I love him because he has a great idea. Brian, this is a book that by the end of it, you graduate from. Not only is it advice, it's a degree.
Okay.
And you graduate from Earth University.
We've got to have somebody like taking over, like you know how you could send in for your for your religious.
You're religious?
Yeah, like you could become a minister.
Okay.
From the.
You could. I mean, you could do that online now, but yes.
I know, but like, what if you could get a diploma from this
university?
Yeah, university.
Okay, so here's my question: what is it that we're tapping into that is universal that everybody gets? Like, for example, on the Diamond Club, the reason the Diamond Club worked is because we were tapping into the universal confusion that people had. Like, I don't understand why this is such a thing for those people. What is the universal confusion people have about people obsessed with, the secret or wishing, the spiritual marketing, wish it and it'll become true things?
Is that it's in general advice that people become obsessed with and burn out very quickly. Like it is flash paper. It can make a big impact and then immediately go away. And so that way people are always looking for it.
So what if, we kind of have conflicting goals. We got to figure out something that'll guide that people will play along with out of anger for the fact that a thing exists or confusion or whatever it is, but that also will hopefully, when it hits number one, become newsworthy just for the outrageousness of this thing being number one.
So that's all right. So and by the way, thank you to everybody who is in the doc right now. People have already taken stabs at chapters and stuff like that. They have such a great idea and vision for everything, and the enthusiasm is what makes this continue to go. I took a shot at writing something that was basically made this kid intolerable but not controversial. And maybe that's what we need is a controversial element. By the way, amazing the T2 last week.
The one on the right is the only one that exists.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got to say some stuff like the rules. If you're going to contribute a chapter, first of all, it should be in a random ass country, right? It's always in a random ass country.
So yeah, I thought what we had come up with is that he is hearing the story of somebody in a random ass country. Though that person is never from that country, they are always American, and at the end, our main character winds up blowing their minds because he's a self-centered asshole.
Okay, so all right, so if the rules for the Diamond Club were the name, we laid out the names. She's revenge funking anything that will move, and go for it. Everybody write a chapter. We all know how to write about weird sex acts. What are the rules for weird life lessons?
I was thinking that it's kind of like it's the BuzzFeed, you can be the way you can have infinite boner with this one weird trick. Like we just fill that out and make that ridiculous. Although the Diamond Club went in so many different ridiculous directions,
right,
that I kind of feel like I'm excited to just see kind of people take off on this.
I mean, maybe there should be like a bunch of like a sexual chapter or okay. Oh, here's what we do. Let's make a list of things that people want. Number one, sexual. Number one, emotional. Or number two, emotional. Number three, money. Number four, whatever. Like we just divvy up the categories on this so that people can write their own ridiculous lesson. Again, here's I feel like we're so close on this. Like the thing has to have something that will resonate without you ever reading the book. You and I never read The Diamond Club, but we pitched the idea. We told people what it was.
We collected all the money.
And then we divided it or whatever. But it's like let's figure out it literally doesn't matter what's in the stories, right? Like all that matters is that we have that description that inherently makes people angry. How a 24-year-old discovered the truth of what makes a life worth living.
So the subtitle that I thought of this weekend was How I Reached Enlightenment at 23 and You Can Too.
That is the right sentiment. I don't know that that's the right
I guess what I was trying to do, then we need to come up with something brattier than like the fact that most people are older than 22.
No, it's got to be super bratty.
Transcended.
What's that?
Transcended.
No, it's got to be exclusionary. That's the thing. It's got to be like how I became enlightened at 22, unlike you.
Here's
you fat.
The
piece
subtitle.
of shit.
The subtitle you're right in that the subtitle needs to immediately make you angry. You need to know that this is the number one book and want to punch this guy for having it.
And the reason why we keep saying early 20s is because I think we fell in love with the idea last week that he traveled the world instead of going to college.
See, I also don't know that we're doing the right punching bag because so much of our demographic is in their early 20s and they are experiencing life lessons. So it makes me wonder if that's not our right target because which do you hate more? Some 22-year-old kid who claims to have figured it all out, or do you hate a 45-year-old or if what about this? And I'm just going to throw this out there. What if it's a 58-year-old multimillionaire who was born into privilege and
but the thing is, those are really uncommon, right? Or sorry, are really common.
I was about to say. I think it's the opposite.
They're really common. I would find the snot-nosed legacy kid more galling than I would the person who is older.
Man, I guess I don't think I would, to be honest. I think that I'm angry at the tired old 50 or 60 something preaching at me of what I should do. Like that's what I want to rebel against, and that's why I would participate in a buy bomb to get this satire elected to number one.
I guess I feel like that's who writes these books anyway.
Yeah, but that's just it. Well, and also that's how we developed Patricia Harkins Bradley was.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, we were looking for somebody that was kind of, but I don't know. I guess I'm less excited about it if it's that.
Okay, here's what I know is that people respond to anger more than positive vibes or whatever. Whatever makes you the most angriest, or whatever will make the most people the most angriest. And I don't know if people want to throw together a straw poll doc or whatever. Let's pick an age and a backstory from this, because to me, what makes me angry is I'm so sick of white privileged, wealthy upbringing motherfuckers being at the top of their game, claiming everyone else can do it too.
Do you know this actually happened to me?
Wait, let's put a pin in that. Big Jim, you're on the air.
All right, so here it is, guys.
Yeah.
How I reached perfection at 23, and you will never be able to.
Oh shit! What if it was an indictment of Reddit?
What if it's how I reached perfection at 23 and you didn't, and you couldn't?
No, I mean,
you could never.
The problem is we already have that with
Why couldn't you have been like me at 23?
Well, what if it's called "What Separates Me from You"?
I mean, okay, so here's the problem. What's the guy like? We already have that with Max Tucker, and people unironically love it, And
well, but that's because of the sex stuff.
Yeah,
like his
but it's also it's
Tucker Max, I believe,
or whatever. He's Max Fucker as far as what I'm concerned. We need something that resonates, that makes everybody hate this genre.
I was working at the archive, and then there's this guy that came in, and he would draw really he was. I finally figured it out. At first, I thought he was just drawing really creepy pictures of women on purpose, and then I figured out that he was just not a very good artist. And then it was
hilarious.
Just
he made all his chicks look creepy.
Yeah, they just all turned out really creepy because he was just new at art and he had never done it. But he was a lawyer, a very successful lawyer, and he read a book called Flow, and then he just decided I'm just gonna go with the flow, and I'm rejecting all the stuff that made me all my money. And so he'd come into my creative house and bring his creepy women who look like totally abused, and he would and me and the lady who got raped and made these really gorgeous pictures like she did these gorgeous pictures. She's like, yeah, this is me reclaiming myself after this rape, and but like she like really turned it around and made a really awesome thing.
Hold on, real quick,
What?
real quick. Max Trollbot has a suggestion for a title.
Oh yeah,
Ancient Caucasian Secrets.
No, that's so good.
And it's all about how to get ahead in life using the wisdom of the whites.
Man, I almost feel like that's like almost too clever. Like that's full parody.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! That is electric.
would make,
that's
like-
instantly polarizing, and people are horrified.
Like I just saw something about Oprah
Okay,
saying
no,
all white
hold
people
on.
need
I'm
to
back.
die.
I'm back on board. I'm back on board. He can be a 23-year-old. He can have toured Europe once or whatever. But the title I love: Ancient Caucasian Secrets to make your life better. All right, hold on, real quick. Taylor's calling in. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm Padre S.J.'s Jazz, and I cancel Padres trying to say that you guys are awesome!
All right, thank you, Padre SJ's brother. Yeah, Ancient Caucasian Secrets. He's 23, he's traveled, and he's essentially young Donald Trump, right? And okay, we're really onto something now. I'm feeling it. Ancient Caucasian Secrets. What made me richer than you? Here we go.
I mean, all right, I guess we're just kind of throwing a Molotov cocktail at white people, right?
Yeah, no, fuck white people. White people are shitbags who all need to die. Fucking set fire.
what are you
The
talking
faster we
about?
get unwhite, I hope all of my children marry outside our race. Our race is stupid.
Do you know what?
What?
That's like the dream has been realized. No, I was just reading today that the
Are you telling me you're like I caught Penny having sex with a Mexican? Well, it's like what?
Oh God.
Man.
No, really, like most, like it's all like the more. Oh, I wish I had my little magazine. I was reading something today, and it said that or was I listening to it?
This is a very odd segment of
Anyways,
the show.
like 50%.
It's called Bonnie Tries to
it's like
Recall
it's-
Something.
Yeah, it's trying to recall something. It could go on for quite a while.
Hold on, let's
like
take this call in the meantime. Paul, you're on the air.
Yeah, Ancient Caucasian Secrets is a little over the edge. If you want to like do a code word that stands for Caucasian, you would like use like Druid, like Ancient Druid Secrets or something like that.
No, because you gotta.
If
comprehension is the key to comedy. So
Yeah.
it's like people need to know what it is, and it's kind of gotta be up in your face a little bit.
And
the only thing I don't
specifically,
like about
like-
Ancient Caucasian Secrets is that it almost like the Diamond Club isn't called the Fuck Book, the Book of Fucks. Like even though that's what it really is, and that would be a funnier title. Like I almost feel like it's too. It's too there. Although I'm really on the fence. Like I don't know. I'm waiting. It's the Inception top.
Yeah,
At
no,
some point it's either
I
gonna
will
keep
agree.
spinning or fall over.
Well, I'll agree with our caller that it's too on point or whatever, and the Druid Secrets or whatever would be a great title if you actually were trying to pull off this scam. But our whole point is let's pull off a scam and also have it be kind of transparent to anyone who looks at it for 30 seconds and then is like, wait, fuck this asshole. This is a naked cash grab or whatever. We're like, ha ha! Congratulations, you figured this out.
I mean, he's so unlikable. He's desperately unlikable. If it's called Ancient, I'm coming around on Ancient Caucasian Secrets.
Oh my God, no, like, and it just drips with sincerity.
Wait,
and
are we-
He's like,
are we
I
really-
discovered that I'm white.
You know how
what it means to discover I'm white or something.
Oh
That's
no!
like
Wait a minute.
chapter
That's why he's
one.
traveling.
Oh my God! What if
No.
he travels the world, right?
Yes.
And doesn't learn anything. It's just him like refuting the stories that he hears from around the world.
That's amazing.
That's kind of interesting.
But that gets out of the self-help book. Now we're into memoir.
No. This is just it. Like, this is why we're look. Again, for the record, we're not trying to make a good book, and we genuinely don't care what it says. What we want is a title that resonates and makes you hate or
Wait!
react.
I got it.
What?
How to reap the benefits of being entitled. Or I don't know.
No, that's clearly a satire parody thing. Like we want to be on that Uncanny Valley where it's like you think this is a real guy who's doing that. I love Ancient Caucasian Secrets. I love it slightly less than Ebola for the Chicken Soul or whatever.
But that's even already.
Curtis LaRock says he wants think pieces to be written about this book. I guess if it is too on the nose racial, does that hinder our ability to get the critical mass of randos supporting it, even if it's for charity?
Well, no. Okay, so that's the thing. The stated goal.
White magic.
White magic. Oh.
Okay, but that really that's too good actually. I like Ancient Caucasian Secrets better. But it's like, okay, what we're doing is we are playing on the racially charged elements. All of a sudden I'm way back in on this book. If we play on racially charged elements and we do it to poke fun at the smug self-help society, which by the way tends to be mostly white, then I feel like we tap into something that everyone can freak out and talk about. Getting it right, how to be white. See, that's obviously racist. You can't do that.
No. Tom Madonna, are we race baiting? Yes. I mean, that's fairly clear. Well, we are definitely race baiting.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point, right? Is let's get something that makes people uncomfortable with the idea that it could be number one. But okay, look, I feel like we've run out of time to talk about that. We'll have to table everything for now. But right now, my vote is Ancient Caucasian Secrets. That seems like a book that would actually exist and would be written by an ignorant, Reddit-loving 30 or 23-year-old motherfucker who also posts atheist quotes with a picture of Neil deGrasse Tyson next to a star field. Like, that's the asshole that I want to take. That smug cunt who is just, has figured out the world because he took a goddamn ride on Royal Dutch Airlines once. That motherfucker. That's what I want.
I think I'm there with you. I think I'm there.
And plus also, like, I think it's
I think it's just a matter of getting, I've always said this about race
Wait
jokes,
a minute. Hold on.
About race jokes. You need to, it is.
Just real quick, let me throw this out there. What if self-help was the mechanism, but it's really the smug, self-satisfied, I had an original thought for the first time nature of Reddit that we were punching our dicks into?
Yeah.
That's weirdly something that I think even Reddit could get behind.
That's really violent.
At that point,
Punching
we
a
are
turkey.
deliberately mocking. We are attacking their archetype from the outside, and that fairly rarely goes over well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like...
Just throwing it out there.
I mean, here's the
There's
thing about
no
the
wrong
race thing.
answers in a brainstorm.
Is that whenever you people love racial humor when it's done well because you have tiptoed through a minefield.
Yes.
And you didn't explode, But you need to do it very deliberately or else you will explode because you stepped the wrong way.
Yeah, that's true.
Even when it comes to hey, we're making fun of white people, we got to be on that almost inoffensive what stuff white people likes kind of line.
I guess that's what I'm imagining is that there would be a way to write everything and frame the title in such a way where we could get kind of like a begrudging high five from the Reddit community, be like, yeah, we kind of totally are this way, high five, because you see that in there, that's I don't know.
I guess it's always It's hard when like we are on Reddit, right? But like we're not like super Reddit fan people, right?
Well, okay. We have a complicated relationship with Reddit. We think it's a delightful platform that allows a lot of people to connect together and get on the same page. Having said all of that, it's fucking infuriating to be clicking through Reddit and see fucking child minds who are having their first original thought of all time. Today I learned you can use an ATM card to get cash from these machines everywhere.
TIL.
TIL. I mean, it's like you read this shit. I was like, today I learned World War I was started by the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, and that's totally true, except for the Squared Circle subreddit. Holler at you, dogs.
And the Diamond Club.
And the Diamond Club. Those are actually the only two things that I do on Reddit. As I go to the Diamond Club and I go to the Squared Circle Reddit.
Let's in fact, you want to take a moment, do some diamond time? Are we over 2K or not?
Well, no. First, we got to talk about Squarespace, Brian.
I'm sorry.
Squarespace.
That's a weird ass name. That makes no sense. Say it again.
Yeah, man. Well, it's spoken in the original Hungarian. It is Squarespace.
Which is, of course, Hungarian for
box lunches.
Box lunches, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so Hungarians would have their box lunches. They're like, hey, toss me the Squarespace.
Yeah, and then you would go like, go, what's Squarespace coming up? And he'd throw it right at him.
Right, well, I would imagine what would happen is that everybody would scramble and they would fight over the one box. It would be a bloodbath and nobody would end up getting the box. And that's why they called it D-boxing, DDoS boxing.
Well, you would always put your gloves on for DDoS boxing, and all of a sudden Squarespace gets tossed in, big scrum, people are ripping their faces off, blood's everywhere, fucking people's knuckles are raw because they're scraping against the concrete.
Typical.
And that's how you get a website.
Wait, that doesn't sound like a good. It seems like there's got to be a better way. Like everything you just described, I'm picturing in slow motion and black and white, and with a confused white housewife and her arms in the air, go like, I don't understand how to get a Squarespace.
Well, thankfully there is, Brian. It's called Squarespace.
Oh, wait, Squarespace. That sounds like something that would have a really hard time being DDoS and boxing things.
Fuck yeah. They don't they don't DOS, and these motherfuckers sure as hell don't box because they're Squarespace and they're busy putting together the website of your dreams.
Now, when you say they put it together, does that mean they just hand me a design and that's what I have to use?
I mean, if you want to be that guy, absolutely. They'll hold your hand and make a gorgeous website with one of their amazing templates. All you got to do is plug in your dumb drivel and let them know, hey, I'm ready for you to do all the hard work.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I'm busy using my mobile device. I don't suppose Squarespace can let me update from my mobile device, can they?
Bonnie, punch him in the face. Because that's what Squarespace will do when they let you know that all of their websites not only format for websites, also mobile devices, also tablet devices. You thought I was going to forget tablets, didn't you, you piece of shit? Well, guess what? Squarespace never fucking forgets. And it never fucking remembers being a soft-ass bullshit website maker. It's the fucking hardest website maker in the world.
Look, man,
Come at me.
You sound awfully hostile about this. Like, give me one example where just a little guy like me, I'm a guy who has a magic show, and I just want people to be able to go to my blog portfolio or any other kind of site and check out my content on there. Explain to me in the gentlest terms you know how why Squarespace would be a good pick.
I'm sorry. Like, if I've been fucking Transylvanian the last 30 minutes, this fucking whole thing is an example on why Squarespace is the number one most reliable, most beautiful, most scalable, most affordable website solution that you could possibly go to. Brian, you were to roll on over to Squarespace. What kind of offer code would you use to get a little bit of money off?
.com.
Well, you would go to squarespace.com and then you'd use the offer code NAP.
I'm sorry, you were saying what?
All right, Brian. One more time.
Okay.
Really important.
Yeah.
Because we have to send these to Squarespace. They have to listen to them.
All right.
All right. Yeah. The only part that's important. Use the offer code. All right. Fun time's over. Everybody just cool out, okay?
Yeah.
Brian, use the offer code.
Suck at that dick. Fuck your mom. Everybody loves that we dropped the bomb, Chinese people.
All right, well, that was really racist and also historically inaccurate. So let's go ahead and clean all this up, Brian.
I think I literally just put a little. I've never done this on this show.
Let's just clean it all up. Let's solve it once and for all. Let's let everybody know what the offer code to get a little scratch off when they sign up for Squarespace.
Yes, it is offer code. We never went to the moon.
Well, I don't think that's true. We did go to the moon.
I'm sorry. What I meant, I only gave half of it. We never went to the moon, but we got in your mom's poon. .org is the offer code.
And then it's just a picture of John Glenn holding his dick.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, guys. Let's be serious for once. Brian, what's the offer code?
I guess Night Attack Podcast, NAP.
Is it?
I don't know. I mean,
because I could have sworn it was. NAP, Night Attack Podcast. That's what it stands for. But for all y'all other sucker ass buster motherfucker website makers, it stands for take a dirt nap, you piece of shit. Fucking Squarespace is out here running shit. Okay? Squarespace.com. Use offer code NAP.
What? Never went to the moon. Stuck a dick in your mom's poon. Gee shit, motherfuckers. Take a dirt nap, cause we wish you to die. That's a Christmas wish. Why don't you die? Alone and sad and totally crying. Use Not Attack code promo for trying to make a website, cause you suck. Shit, motherfuckers. Now fuck a duck. Alright. Almost.
That was good. I liked it.
Yeah,
hey, we have an idea. There's these podcasts are out here fucking doing well, and they're not us.
That's not true.
You heard that?
No, we're better than all of them.
Yeah, I know, but you know who doesn't agree with that? The American public and worldwide podcast listening
all right,
audience.
can we talk about the American public? Because I didn't want to bring this up on the show, but fuck you, American public. What's up with you picking podcasts that aren't us? Like, I thought we were cool. I thought you were cool. Now I hear that you're listening to some cereal podcast. Fucking, look, I love General Mills. Ooh, Lucky Charms. Yeah, fucking, give me freeze
I love fucking eating a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, motherfuckers, Cocoa Dino Bites is better than Cocoa Pebbles.
Fucking,
right.
How about that? How about a little fucking Toastio? I'm going to put a little fucking Toastio, the best little toasted oat fucking cereal on your little baby dick like a cock ring because it's fucking better than Cheerios.
That definitely escalated quicker than I was prepared for.
That's going to be the sound it makes. It's going to be like a slide whistle.
Oh my God.
That's the sound that Toastio's going to make ringing around your little fucking pin thimble ding dong.
Just for the record, we're fusing elements of pedophilia and food fetishism to have
not
you
an actual baby's dick, Brian.
Oh,
it's just somebody's tiny dick.
Oh, got it. Well,
I mean, come on, Brian, keep it straight.
At least none of us has talked about a situation where they felt like they had a toddler dick. Yeah.
I think both of us have, actually.
Yeah, all right.
Here's the deal. We're sick of this fucking serial podcast getting all the fucking
fuck those assholes. Look at me, I'm making really good content that engages the entire country.
Look at this American life. How about this American spin-off bullshit fucking step-by-step to Family Matters nonsense?
You know who got
fucking
kicked?
who's on there? Patrick Duffy? Step by step, day by day. Next step forward, different because you're gay.
I think that's Charles in Charge. I don't know.
Of our time and our butts.
Right
Here's
on.
the deal. We fucking...
Go ahead.
We fucking get it, America. You don't want us talking. You want a story that you can listen to and build on and talk about with your friends every single week. So we went to the #1 place for fucking stories. Hollywood, California.
That's right, man. I guess we have to make a decision. There's two stories. What brought this to our attention is that Gary Whitta, who's writing one of the upcoming Star Wars movies, made a joke.
Please.
What?
I said, Whitta, please.
Oh, Whitta, please. Okay. Can that be the title of the book? Whitta, please.
No.
Now we're causing trouble for an individual person. Okay, so Gary Whitta, who's writing one of the upcoming Star Wars movies, said that he would release the first act of his new show, his new movie called The Stark Ascendancy, which is Downton Abbey fan fiction based on the world of Downton Abbey melded with Tony Stark as from the Iron Man universe. And it occurred to us like, oh man, maybe it'd be funny. We should just go ahead and do that.
Well, I think it's Howard Stark, right? It's Tony Stark's father.
Yes, correct. Based on characters owned by the Marvel Universe.
It got us thinking because we got permission from somebody you worked with on Hacking the System.
Yep.
That wrote an amazingly hilarious.
The incredible Alex Burns wrote he called it dead. I don't believe that's true, but he had a final draft crafted in 2007. There was some buzz, and it got killed because everybody knew that Spielberg was going to do a Lincoln thing, and they was like, well, none of us are going to go up against Spielberg. But meanwhile, this thing is freaking hilarious. It's amazing. It's under siege on a train. It's with Lincoln fighting terrorists from the Confederacy. We had talked originally about making this entire big all-star production, but that's not happening. So I figure let's just do a table read. And we'll serialize.
So
it.
how about this? Let's just we're gonna do this first. If y'all are into it, holler at us. Right? Get us on Twitter. Let us know. Email either me or Brian. JustinRobertYoung@gmail.com or Brian. What's the best email for you?
Brian at Schwood.com or
Schwood@gmail.com.
gmail.com.
So we'll just read the first couple scenes, and that'll be the end of the show. If y'all want more of it, we'll just read, scenes at the end of each show, and that'll be the way that we kind of bring things to a close.
So let's start off with some epic music. Let's get in the mode. I already forwarded over to you, Justin. We'll have to feel this out back and forth, but we're going to have kind of like we have Diamond Time, kind of like we have these regular segments. This is going to be our little NPR Playhouse Theater, and let's go ahead and start it off with... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lincoln Express, a play written by Alex Burns. Fade in, interior, Ford Theater, 1863, night. Foot candles blaze brightly at the foot of the stage. The house is full, and the eyes of the audience are mesmerized, transfixed on the handsome, dark-haired man delivering an impassioned monologue downstage center. He is John Wilkes Booth, 25 years old, a virtuoso of a performer and the heartthrob of his day. Beads of sweat drip off his perfect brow as he pours out his soul.
A marble heart hangs coldly in my chest. Initially, it weighed me down, slowed my progress, but now its impervious nature has separated me from mediocrity and risen me to fulfill my destiny. Yes, a cold marble heart drives me now, and there's no telling where it shall take me. death comes. I smell it.
As he rants and raves, he glares coldly at the box of honor, elevated above the stage. In the box sit several beautiful women, but it is not they who Booth stares at. No, he glares at the stovepipe-hatted silhouette sitting with them. His stare does not waver. In his mind, he's in that box, and it isn't pretty. One of the women in the box, Mrs. Ellen Hamlin, 45 years old, is made uncomfortable by this and leans forward to whisper into the ear of the silhouette.
Mr. Lincoln, it looks as if he meant that for you. Ha ha! Don't be absurd.
The silhouette is none other than the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, aged 50. Impossibly tall, innocently wide-eyed, incredibly ripped, and infinitely badass. He smiles kindly, dismissing Ellen's concern.
It's kind of you to worry, Ellen. However, I'm sure having the president in the House changes the performance at least somewhat.
I think it's worth take two on that.
It's kind of you to worry, Ellen. However, I'm sure having the president in the House changes the performance at least somewhat.
Abe leans to his side to whisper in his wife's ear. She is Mary Todd Lincoln, 30, and she is smoking hot.
This Booth fellow is quite talented.
Mary Todd rolls her eyes and pats her husband's thigh lovingly. She smiles.
You're repeating yourself, my dear.
Abe returns his attention to the stage, beaming.
So be it. This noble gentleman is a master of the craft.
Ellen Hamlin turns to her husband, Vice President Hannibal Hamlin, 54 years old, the Silver Fox, and he's every bit as buff as Abe.
Master of the craft? Can he truly derive such pleasures from a whorish profession? Oh, fuck, I read the wrong voice.
Yeah, take two. We got this. Keep going.
Take two. Master of the craft? Can he truly deliver such pleasures from such a whorish profession?
Hannibal replies.
The man may have particular fancies, but that doesn't hinder his ability to lead us nobly and aptly.
They exchange a knowing glance, just as the play concludes with a flourish. The curtains close and the audience goes wild. They leap to their feet, cheering and whistling as the curtain call begins. When Booth's turn comes, Abe in particular loses it, going so far as to start a chant.
John Wilkes Booth! John Wilkes Booth! John Wilkes Booth! John Wilkes Booth!
It isn't long before the entire crowd takes up the chant.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Encore!
Huzzah!
Encore!
Interior, Ford Theater, backstage, moments later. The Booth chant continues, thinly audible through the heavy curtains. Booth himself, exhausted by his gutty performance, angrily wipes the stage makeup from his face as he marches off the stage. The stage manager, a short and portly fellow, excitedly showers praise upon actor while desperately trying to keep pace with him.
They loved you, John. Simply adored you. It was truly a marvelous performance. Even the president would like to meet you.
This strikes a chord of fury in Booth. He does his best to swallow his rage.
Huh! The president? The president? I'd suffer 7 eternities of hellfire before admitting that dog into my dressing room.
Then a painfully bright flash, followed by a hiss of smoke. A photographer has taken Booth's photo. He holds the smoldering ashes of the flash above his head.
Marvelous performance, Mr. Booth! Can I get a quote for tomorrow's Sentinel?
Booth turns on the man in a state of black rage.
Here's a quote for you.
Booth headbutts the man viciously, causing him to drop his camera. I'm going to do a take two. Booth headbutts the man viciously, causing him to drop his camera. It smashes into an infinitesimal amount of pieces. It smashes into an infinitesimal amount of pieces.
Hey, that camera cost me 18 shin blasters. A pittance.
Booth throws some money at the photographer before spitting on him. He turns on his heels and storms away. The stage manager again gives chase.
Was that really necessary, John?
Booth says,
No more unnecessary than the idea of myself entertaining that traitorous leper of a man you call a president. John, please. Surely 5 minutes alone with the man couldn't kill you. No, but it might kill him.
Clearly, the stage manager would like to pursue the matter further, but he knows better.
What should I tell him?
Booth takes a deep breath, struggling to control the rage growing inside of him. He takes out a small pearl pillbox and opens it. He plucks 2 white pills out and drops them into his mouth. He chews them soullessly, lifting his face to the heavens so that the crushed medicine tumbles down his throat. He exhales.
You tell that whore of Satan that the next time he steps foot in the theater, I'll shoot him in the back of the head.
They reach a door marked by a golden star that reads J.W. Booth. He grimaces.
And for the last time, I want this star to read John Wilkes Booth. I despise this J.W. nonsense.
Booth enters his dressing room, slamming the door in the stage manager's face. Exterior, Ford Theater, moments later. A trio of schoolboys smile excitedly as Abe signs a few autographs for them. Mary Todd and the Hamlins watch smiling as the stage manager joins them.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Lincoln!
Abe replies.
Of course, boys. Now scurry home to your parents. It's a school night after all.
The boys look at their autographs as they run off.
Black Power! Abe Lincoln! Wowee!
I'm sorry. Abe returns to his poetry.
Take 2.
Abe returns to his poetry.
Take 3.
Abe returns to his party. Here we go. Abe returns to his party.
That was sweet of you, Abe. Oh, don't be ridiculous. He loves it.
Abe looks at them innocently.
Hey, is it so bad that I have some fun with it? So, then, shall we shove on to meet Mr. Booth?
The stage manager clears his throat nervously.
And unfortunately, Mr. Lincoln, Mr. Booth is taken ill and regrettably can't receive your praise.
Abe visibly deflates.
Oh, that's too bad.
But a thought comes to him.
That really goes to show you how truly talented he is. Acting while infirmed. I mean, really acting.
Mary Todd replies.
Yes, dear, we know.
I guess I should say Hannibal. But Hannibal interjects.
Hey, yo, I don't know. I found this style to be overwrought, a little in your face.
Abe is clearly burnt by this, offended even.
Well, then, different strokes for different folks.
Mary Todd puts her arm around her husband consolingly.
I'm sorry you didn't get to meet your favorite actor, my love.
Abe shrugs it off.
That's just as well. We have a big day tomorrow, isn't that right?
Mary Todd says.
Gettysburg, here we come.
Abe smiles briefly and then wilts again.
I truly desired to meet that man, though.
Mary Todd replies.
I know you did, dear. I know.
The Lincolns and the Hamlins shuffle away from the theater. Begin the opening credit montage. Some very Rocky-esque music rolls in. The remix. Abe lifts weights in his presidential fitness center. He stands before a mirror shirtless. His eyes the He eyes the tribal tattoos exposed on his chivels. Sorry, take 2. He eyes the tribal tattoos exposed on his chiseled. I can say chisels. He eyes the tribal tattoos exposed on his chiseled biceps. He is like Michelangelo's David, only buffer and with a bigger dick. Abe sits at his desk in the Oval Office, writing diligently with a quill pen. He pauses, touches the tip of the pen to his lips thoughtfully, then continues. Abe practices Tai Chi beside a shimmering lake. Abe stands in his office, rubbing his beard as his eyes... Abe stands in his office, rubbing his beard as he eyes the American flag, deep in thought. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Abe flies through a set of rapid one-armed push-ups. Abe! A bill comes across his desk. It reads Emancipation... Sorry. A bill comes across his desk. It reads Emancipation Proclamation. God damn it, I can't talk. A bill comes across his desk. It reads Emancipation Proclamation. Abe signs it without so much as a second thought. He nods proudly. I said, Abe! Legs straight up in the air, Abe murders some mean crunches. Abe! Abe practices a speech alone in his office. He shakes his head and starts anew. If you have any faith in the president, let me hear you say, Abe! His pecs flex as he bench presses a good 300 pounds. Abe! Abe! Abe writing again, finishing this time. He admires his speech. Let me hear you say, honest! His endurance shines as he rapidly jumps rope. His endurance shines as he rapidly God damn it. I actually, all right, for the record, for those of you guys, I'm actually doing multiple takes because in my mind, somebody will fix all these for us. His endurance shines as he rapidly jumps rope, the intensity defined on his face. Abe! Abe gives a speech from the bottom of his heart to a beaming crowd of admirers. Whoa, Abe! Abe wails away on a punching bag. Abe wails away on a punching bag, ultimately busting the seams, the bag's innards spilling out. That fly motherfucker named Abe! Abe does some awkward exercises on an inflated gym ball. Abe! Abe carves a large turkey for dinner at a local orphanage. Abe! Abe towels the sweat off of his body as he strips out of his clothes, the body of a god. Abe! Abe reads a large book with a comfy chair by the fire, spectacles balanced on his nose. I said, Abe! The steam of the shower fills the air as Abe lets his face melt in the water stream. He holds himself up with one arm against the wall as he stands beneath the hot, hot water. Think about it, Abe! Abe stands shirtless in the woods, screaming his head off as he fires an AK-47 at a line of cans on a fence. Oh, Abe! Dried off, Abe stands in front of a mirror, shaving his whiskers away from his mustache, letting his iconic beard stand for itself. Abe! Abe on a stage, receiving massive applause from his fans. Abe! Abe suits up, piece by historic piece. Abe! His white shirt. Abe. His black pants, Abe. His tie, Abe. His jacket, Abe. And finally, yes, the stovepipe hat. Abe. He is Abe Lincoln, and he is one awesome dude. Join us next week for the continuation of Lincoln Express, an exclusive from Night Attack!
Fuck cereal.
Yeah, fuck cereal. Fuck those assholes.
Jizz in your face. How about that?
Wait, why would we ejaculate onto the face of...
I don't know. It's aggressive.
Very
aggressive.
It was
Jill in the chat room. Not a lot of that seemed too plausible. Good point. All right, everybody.
You know what? I feel like I've got to take the heat on that. I feel like let's do the ending here. He is Abe Lincoln, and he is one awesome dude. Please join us next week for the continuation of Lincoln Express, a Night Attack exclusive. Playing the part of the narrator was Brian Brushwood. Playing every other role was Justin Robert Young. Please donate to the Mary Todd Lincoln Foundation for people who are reading podcasts. I'm Brian Brushwood on behalf of Night Attack. We hope you enjoyed this week's presentation. And then you got to go, Audible hopes you enjoyed this presentation.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program. It's always in like some fucking format that's been stepped on like 50,000 times, so it almost sounds like a robot.
I'm actually really excited. Hold on, we got a caller on the air. What's up, caller?
Hey, Brian, I love you and Justin very, very much. Hey, Brian, I got a bit of a problem. I think my dad may think that I am a bit of a dirty cunt.
Well, and that's why you got hung up on, is you don't make fun of one of our favorite members of Chat Realm.
Yeah, seriously, fucked up, dude. Speaking of Chat Realm, Diamond Time is when you guys submit your own projects. You can do it by going over to diamondclub.reddit.com. And on the sticky post on every single Tuesday, we have you guys go ahead and submit your projects, and we talk about them. Just like we're about to do right here. My brother just started a new company, which I'm actively moving. Distressed Design is anything from creative lighting to wine racks out of repurposed material. Even if you don't need lights, there's some great wine racks you can buy to hold your prized ruinum. That is distressed-design.com.
Dude, this is gorgeous stuff we're looking at right now. I love this.
Yeah, dude, it looks awesome. It's fucking dope as fuck.
I mean, what's funny is like my impulse is to figure out a way to talk about how good it is in a way that appeals to the audio listeners, but I just feel like I'll fail. And
just go hit up the website. I mean, this is kind of hard to. I mean, it's awesome repurposed material made into really, really dope shit.
Distressed-design.com.
Jay Calhoun tells us, I just self-published a book. Inspired by Tom Merritt's tech history, I assembled the Daily Almanac of Video Game History. Here's an affiliate link, so I get an extra 4 cents if you buy it. That is bit.ly/gamealmanac, all lowercase. Or, he gives us another one without an affiliate link, but I'm not going to give it, so fuck you.
No, screw that.
I found one video game-related fact for each day of the year, including one for Leap Day. Whenever possible, I tried to cite everything from my primary sources and tried to highlight the strange or weird video game-related things instead of just release dates, although there's plenty of those too. Strange items include a judge who banned a kid from playing video games, a town that only legalized arcade games a few years ago, and a Japan-only Xbox game called NUDE Nude. It's only 99 cents and released under Creative Commons.
That is pretty awesome. I want to play that video game, by the way. All right, we got one more.
Professor What, who's greets us with, "Hey, eunuch and neckbeard." Hey, sorry for submitting this 2 weeks in a row, but Real View Daily did homage this week and earlier this week on Night Attack. Kuhan/Naeem host Jose, that's this guy, and guest Caleb, the Rockin' in a game of Name That Autocomplete, a game made up of Google searches. They failed spectacularly. Check out the episode of them eating their own nuts at realviewmirror.com or on Patreon, patreon.com/realviewmirror. Episodes daily until the end of September. Music by The Swagger.
Daily till the end of September. Wow, that sounds like that was definitely 2 months ago.
It was. I assume he meant November because it was just submitted like today.
Although I really do enjoy seeing Kuhan and Jose as you and me on the Night Attack faux album cover is pretty good.
That's kind of amazing that people would want to emulate us.
I love it, and I love that we do this, and I love the movie draft minute, which we're gonna watch right about this exact second. Here we go. Boom.
Radio.tv for the week of November 24th, 2014. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. Even though we only had one movie this week, god damn it if it didn't cause some controversy. Let's go check out the scoreboard. Brett Rounsville's in 6th place, still waiting for his first film. John Teasdale's in 5th place with $10.9 million. Justin Robert Young's in 4th place with $29.9 million. Brian Brushwood's in 3rd place with $57.7 million. Leaping into 2nd place with The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, bringing in a whopping $121.8 million. It's Tom Merritt. And still in 1st place with $256.6 million. It's Scott Johnson. And that is your movie draft minute for the week of November 24th, 2014.
All right, so we're of the same mind that that both Tom and Scott
to your movie
are
draft
now
minute presented by.
Shut up. Like Tom and Scott are out, right? Because there's no way that Hunger Games is going to break past the 350 million mark.
I mean, yes, I think it underperformed, but also that doesn't necessarily mean there's more money for the smaller things, like which is the big issue there.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, then let's dial it back here. And by the way, if you guys want to play along, you can go to draft.diamondclub.tv and take a look at the current Big Six players. Scott has played all of his movies, and Big Hero 6, Interstellar, he's got like one BS movie, The Interview. It looks like he's going to top out around 350 million.
That might be it, though. That might be enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
It really depends on the holds on both of those. Because it's done well. Both of them have held pretty well.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. All right. So anyway,
and everybody should go see Mockingjay because it's a great movie, right? That was Justin trying to throw a match at dynamite and see if it would ignite.
I was not a fan of Mockingjay.
Go to Brian's at replies.
I wish
you took a lot of popular takes on Twitter this week. You had Mockingjay sucks, and I have a lot of feelings about your feelings about Ferguson.
Yeah, no, I need to, and then of course both were followed by announcements of, by the way, lots of stuff over at scamstuff.com.
You might not be picking the most fortuitous way to sell fucking magic tricks. Like, hey, listen, I have a lot of really strong opinions about the most climactic racial event of our time. Also, invisible decks are half off.
I don't know. Maybe I'm onto something. We'll see if that actually works out. The thing is, okay, let's dial it back to last night when, I resented. I posted an animated GIF of a glass. It was a pint glass filled with Guinness, and it went in a perfect loop, and it was really pretty, and I posted it. And then it's like I posted it, and I just realized what an asshole I looked like because parts of the world were on fire again, and so everybody is all like, Ferguson this, and you should think this and that or whatever. And there was some part of me, what did I say? I think I said like, oh, this is awkward. I showed up to the party wearing a animated GIF of Guinness when apparently I should show up with impotent rage. And it's like, I understand, like things happen and we all get mad at them and we do things that feel good in the moment, right? It feels good to shout loudly on your platform of Twitter or whatever. And that goes for me too. But what I wanted to say is, motherfucker, if you think that you put out a tweet and you can now go to sleep thinking you made a difference, fuck you. Stop. Actually make a difference. And this is me trying to stay outside of the whole Ferguson thing because I'm too ill-informed to say one thing or the other. But I will say that we all, as humanity, have a tendency to fall into a trap of thinking we've done something that matters when we haven't. And Twitter is especially seductive in that you can tweet a thing and feel like I supported this cause. I caused this to happen and I cheered loudly from the sidelines. Like, power does not fear your tweeting. Power fears you showing up in the streets. And so I use the metaphor of pitchforks. Pitchforks matter. Twitter does not. So if you really care, why don't you actually go show up in a street somewhere or organize a protest or do whatever? None of this is to say that I have a position one way or the other. I am too ill-informed. I just know that that it is a seductive force that causes us to do that. But whatever. Twitter is not a place for nuance in general. However, I'll say this much. Only 2 people took me to task on it, and we ended up having like a 20 phase back and forth exchange, and we all were on the same page. I woke up this morning fearing that I was saying something controversial, and instead I woke up and I was like, oh, no, wait, we just had really good dialogue last night.
Yeah, I don't think it was controversial. I mean, I think it was maybe not like the best timing in the world, but I don't think it was. I mean, it's just, there's a time where people, it was a time of rage, and like, was all of it the best place, and will all of it be the most effective?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
You realize that.
And by the way, as my city rioted, we heard news choppers and police sirens until we went to sleep because of the riots in Oakland, because of the Ferguson thing. I wound up getting to my house before protesters shut down the highway. They walked out
You were about to be that thug life girl who wanted to but how do I get to my Uber?
My Uber's there.
Yeah.
By the way, San Francisco, Oakland wishes it would riot over baseball. Like they're like, please, no, bring on the baseball riots.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, people are. I mean, I don't know. That's the reason why. The only thing I said about Ferguson last night was, let's head down to the Winchester, grab a pint, and wait for this to all blow over.
That's a reference to Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How's that for a piece of fried gold?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish I could keep my mouth shut better, but whatever.
Especially when you're trying to curate the biggest selling season of your fledgling website's existence.
Yeah,
right?
no. Am I lifing right, Justin? I'm not sure yet. I don't know.
Dude, only you can prevent forest fires. That's No, listen,
okay.
dude,
You
are you. As long as you are
let's put it this way.
You,
in
my philosophy.
Yes.
As long as you are always authentically you, and you are authentically a good person, life works out.
Okay.
So it's like you might zig where I would zag. You might do something that I think is not what I would have done, and same everybody around. As long as you are authentic, and long as you are authentically good, life will find a way.
So here's the weird thing. The asshole part of me reconstructing my life wants to make up a story. The douchebag liar version of me wants to write his autobiography saying that, you know what I was most proud of is when I spoke my mind. That was what was great or whatever. But truthfully, when I do things like the fucking idiocy, for 2 nights in a row, I went on a tear on Twitter and I shouldn't have done it either time. But both of them are born of fear because the times I'm most ashamed of myself are the times when I was too scared to say something. You know, like if you look at every television appearance I did before Scam School, and by the way, this is not, I'm not advocating anything. I'm not saying this is a good idea. But if you look at every television appearance I did before Scam School, just know that I hate it. I hate it with a visceral black laser of death. I hate the guy who doesn't know what to do, so he just grins stupidly and nods to whatever is being said. And I hate it because there's a million thoughts going through my head, and I have filtered them all. Post-Scam School, and I guess I'm not proud to admit this, but when we shot the Scam School pilots, I was like, well, we're at a bar, so I should have a beer or whatever. And I had a beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, and I was relaxed. And all of a sudden I was like, well, what do I got to lose? Let's just disable all filters and go nuts. And I was honest, and I interacted with people, and it went really well. And from there, Scam School was born. So in my mind, this has reinforced that disabling filters for good or for ill ends up working, or at least makes you something. Like it's not that I want to tell the truth. I don't feel like I possess some kind of like grand truth that I need to get out. I do feel like if I don't do it, if I don't say what I think, I will fucking hate myself with the rage of 1,000 suns for the rest of my life. It's not. I'm not proud of this. It's not I'm doing a thing that needs to be done. It is I am avoiding the behavior that will create too much self-loathing for me to tolerate. Whoa, you're. I'm not receiving. Nah, yeah, that's. Hope you enjoyed my soliloquy because Justin's not sending audio? Question mark.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, wait. We're switching things. Oh. Are you there, bud? Say what? I can almost hear. Oh, yep. You're there. Okay. And by the way, as a talking point, Max Trollbot _ in the chat says there is a difference between telling the truth and being honest, if that means anything. And I guess there's a third leg to that, which is like.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. You got to do you. Like, if you are gonna hate yourself, if you don't say the shit that pops into your brain, then you got to say it. but you also like part of that bargain and part of understanding who you are is understanding that sometimes you're going to say shit awkwardly and sometimes you're going to say shit that's fucking outright wrong that in hindsight you're going to look back on and say, man, I really should have said that better, and that's just part of having that no filter lifestyle. Like nothing comes without consequences. And if you want to be very selective about what you say, then you're going to have to live with regret that you didn't say everything that you could have. If you want to say everything that comes into your mind, you have to understand that some of it isn't going to be shit that you would, in the grand scheme of things, want on your permanent record. And sometimes it's going to be good, sometimes it's going to be bad. But I mean, I'm very much of the mind that I like to say the shit that comes into my mind. I like to not be afraid of things, that I could say and that might get me in trouble at some point. But at the end of the day, if I have a body of work that people know of me and I'm open and I'm honest and I don't fucking get defensive about things and I understand that I can make mistakes, shit's gonna be all right.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, it's difficult now that, at least in my life, there are other entities that are affected by the horseshit that I say. It's like, for the first time in the Twitter world, humanity is keeping a diary, and it's weird to just know that every stupid tweet, it's like, what am I up to? Like 42,000 tweets. Like that's 4 novels I just wrote over the last 6-7 years. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's rad. I like the fact that it exists.
There's things I want to say that I won't. So, what else we got, man?
I think that's it, man. I think we did everything.
Yeah, I actually.
You want to do more stuff?
No, I just want to say that I really like the Lincoln Express thing, and I want to keep on doing it. And I'm sorry that the opening act felt like an opening act, and maybe people are waiting for the dick jokes or whatever. But I think that's I
don't know, man. The opening act had Alan Alda fingering your mom, and then telling you to smell it.
No.
Not,
I'm not talking about the opening act of our episode. I'm talking about the opening act of us introducing the serialized Lincoln Express.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
listen,
it's gonna build.
This is
it's
up
gonna
to you
build.
guys. If y'all want more, let us know you want more. If you don't want more, let us know you don't.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. Well, I guess that's it for this episode of Night Attack. Holy cow, man.
Oh no, Night Attack is through. Is there something that I did? Is there something I can do?
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Night Attack is done.
Walter Talk coming out in a few weeks.
What's that?
Walter Talk coming out in a few weeks.
Heck yeah, dude. Santa. New Santa book, right?
Oh, yeah, Black Friday.
Myself.
Santa's black.
By pissing off some
black as night.
See you next Tuesday.
Die to fire, beautiful people.
Oh, Justin Robert Young, every time you go, I get so sad that I wanna drink a warm glass of Drano. Night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack.